Hello everyone, and welcome back to As Far as the Eye, and the second generation of our Whispers tribe, led by the scrappy survivor Akamas, who is doing his best to try to make up for the death of the previous Whisper tribe by guiding his friends on a brand new journey that will hopefully take us far from this land, which is soon to be swamped by the sea, and out to the eye. And we are doing our best to prepare ourselves early on for the struggles of food and resources that we know we are going to be facing by trying to use all of the knowledge we gained from the previous Whisper tribe to be far more successful and prudent with what we do this time. Beginning with clearing the way by gathering a couple of the awesome pack animals that we actually have. So Akamas is currently gathering the pack animals. Polly, who is mostly brawn, if not brain, is gathering up all of the wonderful pumpkin that they can find. And then over here with little T, who is allergic to fish and is quite frustrated by that, since they very much like to eat fish, is currently gathering up some stone so that we can try to make a mobile cookhouse to cook the eggs, I say, that we will be gathering from the many abundant flocks of bluebirds that are native to this land very soon. So let's carry on and pull in the new pack animal. I am pretty excited to actually go ahead and see. Oh, look how cute it is! I love when we transport the pack animals. They're just so ridiculously precious. So Akamas has just gathered that pack animal, and we'll go ahead and gather this one really quickly too, just to have them out of the way and ready for any of the projects or resources we might want to build. Keeping in mind to get the appendices, which are additions we can add into our caravan, we need to have a pack animal. And now we can actually put in a camp, which would be based on the pack animal we just pulled in, who we definitely need to give a name to. Our big giant yak that we have our caravan on the back of is named Honey. And I would love to know your guys' suggestions for what we could name the other two and just add into the lore of the stories that we are weaving here. It's just so much fun. But now we can build a camp, which allows us to increase the population of the different pupils that we have. If the total pupil population is greater than the number of available spots in camps, some pupils won't be assignable to trades. So we do need to make sure that we have enough spots. And right now we only have 3 housing spots used. And then we also have a workshop. Workshop upgrades are only active if the workshop is deployed. Increase proximity bonus of all buildings by 5%. So I don't think we need to worry about a workshop just yet. There's also a market, which allows for resource trading, which could be extremely important and useful. So we might turn one of our little ones into that. And then there's also a council, which allows us to spend knowledge points to unlock bonuses related to travel. And our knowledge points, if we open up the knowledge tree, can be used for our tribe, and they can be used for transportation. And the knowledge points include important things like being able to see further with our caravan before we settle, having extra room. Pupils cobble together a small cozy nest that can accommodate an additional pupil in the caravan without having to have a camp. Zeal, pupils harvesting resources from the caravan gain 1 movement point. Natural connection, pupils connect their spirits to resources of their choosing so that the resource's location is revealed as soon as they arrive at a new halt. How amazing would that be? Can you imagine the story of having your pupil having a natural connection to the birds or a natural connection to the plants? That would be so much fun. You could also have the trait of seduction. Your caravan is very flirtatious and very attractive. Installing the caravan next to a pack animal at the start of a halt tames it automatically and immediately, which I think is really funny. So then if you put yourself down next to a pack animal, the pack animal will become immediately tame and you won't have to have the pasture put out. Jungle adapter, pupils adapt their techniques for installing the caravan. The caravan can be installed on, and the appendices can be deployed on jungles, which would be useful if you're in a thick jungle, because you'd otherwise have to clear all the wood away. Hill adaptation. Pupils adopt their caravans for installing the, adapt their techniques for installing the caravan. Caravans can be installed on the and the appendices can be deployed on a hill, which would be interesting, but really I need my workshops to be able to have that done. Soothing beast. The caravan is soothing to auras, and I don't think we've run into any auras yet. When it is installed next to an aura, the latter is soothed for the halt's duration. Multifunction. Pupils can harvest resources normally only accessible from a building with the caravan. Harvesting a resource from the caravan does not grant experience in expert trades. However, that would be really useful because it means we could just start gathering wool, even if it doesn't give us a lot of experience to become an expert in it. It would be useful just to have that ability. That would be extremely useful. And then flying beast. A little imagination and a few balloons later, this caravan seems much lighter. The caravan ignores all movement point penalties except that of mountains. So I think you could actually explore quite a bit before deciding where to put your caravan down, which will probably become much more important further on our adventures. For transportation, we would have backpacks to give us more storage space. I'd have to figure out like why we would need to worry about that. Huh. I guess that would give us, oh wait, storage space, maybe to harvest more things at one time. Oh, maybe. We'll have to see. Wider, the structure of the caravan is enlarged and we can have an additional stock column. So I think this is when we start storing things. Huh, which we haven't really done just yet. But I guess there would be a point where you could only gather so many resources to put on your caravan. I hadn't thought about that. And then I really like this boost, gardens. The pupils tend small gardens on the back of the caravan, and they begin each halt with 200 food. That would be so much fun. So there is a lot we could gain from having knowledge. And I think, let's see. So I think that would be really fun, but we would need knowledge points to begin with. So the most important things we could use these pack animals for now would be to make more camps anytime we need more pupils, but also to make a market. So I think we might try building a market once we really feel like we have some excess resources in some way. All right, let's go ahead and tame this little one. Yay! Okay, so we're taming another one. Look, and he's so cute. Just coming back on the little balloon. That's just so freaking precious. You have gathered all the resources necessary for your departure. So we could actually go to the next halt if we wanted to right now? Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So that is if we want to go to the Big Canyon halt. That's so nice to know that we can actually leave whenever we want to. I'm kind of... See, I'm really tempted to be able just to go straight to the Big Canyon because we could go to the Big Fertile Lands. But I'm sort of curious about everything else. And I really want to see what other resources we can gather. So let's carry on, because being here for as long as we can to get as much experience as we can is probably a great idea as well. So we'll carry on with this first. All right, and Akamas is ready to get back to work. So I'm going to have Akamas gather up some wool for a little bit. And that means that our level 2 grower is actually Polly, who now has 2 little dots. So that helps us to know that they are a level 2 grower. And I guess that means, oh, 1 less food consumed per turn because they're gatherers. Oh, that's amazing. And then I guess if Polly becomes an expert fruit gatherer, a fruit gatherer harvests pumpkin via a harvest hut or the caravan. Huh, interesting. And they would get plus 15 pumpkin? Wow. And then even less food consumed when they start learning more. And the new recipe can transform 100 pumpkin into 100 food in a bakery or cookhouse. Wow. It's a permanent boost. And -3 consumption per turn. Oh, so they consume half as much food? That's amazing. All right, we'll have to work on that. All right. Meanwhile, Akamas is now gathering wool. Excellent. Yeah, we'll stay here for a while because I think I mean, this is a really great place to just make sure we gather plenty of food. But speaking of food, we should be cooking with food soon. So let's see. How much longer until we can make the mobile cookhouse? So we have enough stone now. Now we need the wool. So let's let... Oh, and a friendly caravan just came by. Yes! All right. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's actually have Akamas go ahead and greet them, because I feel like he's the unofficial leader. There we go. Alright, a caravan of pupils passes through the area. Exchanges with this group can be fruitful. This caravan is looking for help. They offer to trade. Oh, we don't have enough wool. Oh wait, they want our food in exchange for wool. Or Sylvie's tribe is struggling to feed everyone. Sylvie, a woodcutter 1, is willing to join you if you help their friends by giving 110 pemmican. So then we could have another pupil. As a token of friendship, the caravan gives you precious parchments for your pupils to study. You know what? Let's have Sylvie come join us and be a woodcutter 1. And we're going to need to do a lot more gathering, and we need a hunter. So because there's not a lot of wood to gather. Yay! We have a new pupil here. Yay! They can only start working once they have an accommodation, build a camp, or improve your caravan to welcome your extra pupil. Alright, and they can't work right now, but they can explore the map, meet other caravans, go to the remains. That's extremely exciting. Each time a pupil does a trip, they gain experience in their occupation. These experience points let them progress in that profession. Okay, we kind of know that. Oh my word! Sylvie! So Sylvie is our new person. They're a yellow belly. They cannot work during major strifes like big thunderstorms and things like that. They're agile, so they take one less turn to harvest, and they're hardworking. Okay, so other than being yellow-bellied, being faster and hardworking, and a level 1 woodcutter, which I guess we can either choose to gain 25 knowledge per harvest cycle, or we can gain 15 more wood per harvest cycle. Oh, how cool. We could go just all in for gathering so much wood. Oh, wow. And then if you get to top woodcutter, then you get 2 wood every time you just pass through a forest or a jungle. Just for walking through it. That's amazing. Or we could cost less movement points, or have +1 movement points when carrying a bunch of wood. I feel like we should get the knowledge cycle right now. And that's a talent. They won't be able to unlock the other talent. The choice is definitive. I think Sylvie, having just come to join us, would have knowledge that we would want to learn. So that's what makes them an expert. And Sylvie consumes less food and also will pull in a ton of knowledge for us. That's so cool. We've now gained Sylvie and become quite wise. That is why I was excited to stay here, because I figured we would be able to have a very good boost, and I was right. Let's have Akamas go ahead and add in the camp. Oh, we can't because we need to have a little bit more wool. So we'll have Akamas finish gathering the wool, and then we'll have Sylvie come and do a little exploring. Oh, they're not qualified. Oh, because they're hardworking. And meanwhile, Sylvie is just gonna sit there for just a minute. That's fine. That's totally fine. And meanwhile, T is done with the wood gathering. So I'm gonna have T actually come over and start gathering some game. Or maybe I might have T build the cookhouse. No, mobile cookhouse needs 100 wool. So we need a lot more wool, actually. Akamas is going to be gathering that wool for a while. I'm gonna have T get a head start on the bird gathering of the eggs. The eggs, my friends. Alright. Alright, Akamas. Goodbye, Sylvie's family. And see, the friendly caravan is named Hilly. I love that. I love this so much. And then meanwhile, we're gathering tons of pumpkin back here. Oh my gosh, look at T! T is now a little trapper, gathering all of those eggs from the birds, I tell you. Alright, and we're coming back with all of this wool. That's excellent. I love it. And now do we have the ability to be able to put in a camp? We do! And now we can add in one of our little camp caravans! Oh, look at him! He's so cute! Okay, and now Sylvie, we're gonna need more wool. Or excuse me, Sylvie. Akamas is being a builder. Okay, so Akamas has to finish the building first. Sylvie needs to wait. There we go. And then when Sylvie is done, we'll have Sylvie build the cookhouse. Yay! Oh, Akamos, did you just level up? Gatherer. Oh yeah, Akamos just became like the top builder of the tribe. And builders can repair buildings, which, as we learned from the constant earthquakes of the first Whisper tribe, kind of need to work on that. And then let me check. So if I'm gathering wool, does that make me... Oh, that would make you a herder. Okay. And eventually herders can actually 25% plus 25% preservation. The pupil removes 25% less resources. Oh, so we can make the sheep and everything last longer, or the farm last longer. That's excellent. And then eventually we could either have knowledge, or we could get more wool per harvest cycle. Oh my goodness, and herders could regenerate their health if they wanted to. And when a top level herder, an expert herder, tames a new pack animal, then that pupil retrieves 50 wool and duplicates the last storage line of the beast. Duplicates the last storage line? I wonder what that means. Or they could end up being a herder who can predict when there are going to be minor shifts in the Vargases, Vargaries, there we go, 2 turns in advance, so they can kind of like see into the distance and guess like, oh, we're gonna have another tropical mosquito storm. Oh, that's so cool. And if they were a farmer, this pupil can plant 40 cereal onto a plane and transform it into fertile soil. That's extremely useful. Or they could really gain a lot of knowledge. They could just become an extremely knowledgeable farmer. Wow, I love all of the variety that they can do. And I think Akamas, because if he went up that, I think he would want to be able to either predict the Varigity or the Variges, because he saw the way that life was so unpredictable for his family. But we're going to have him carry on with gathering the wool. And we're going to have Sylvie come over here. And now that you have been added in, my friend, we're going to have you build the cookhouse as soon as you can, which is not yet. So we'll have Sylvie do that woodcutting expertise that they've got, which I think is going to give us our first knowledge, actually. Oh, look how cute they are. All right, let's get that knowledge in here. Oh, Sylvie was so knowledgeable. They completely depleted the wood stock. But look at that. Now we have 75 knowledge. Oh, my word. Oh, wow. So we already have 75 knowledge that we could use to like give pupils, make individual bags, adding 4 storage places in a 2x2 format. This bonus can be taken as many times as there are pupils in the tribe, so we could have even more storage. So Sylvie can actually teach us how to be able to make more storage space. That is so cool. Sylvie, so Sylvie is like the very old, wise elder now. I'm gonna let Sylvie gather the wood whilst we wait for enough wool. Which is very soon. Like, so soon I think we just did it. And now we are the best grower? Yeah, grower would be considered for even working with those guys. Okay, no, we need 100 wool. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, heading in. Come on, everyone. We're gonna need to work on the food soon. I'm telling ya. Look at that, and we have even more knowledge now. How exciting! Alright, and now we have enough of the resources that we can actually have Sylvie come over and make a mobile cookhouse, which I am very excited about because they can be moved and transported when leaving for the next halt. So let's put a mobile cookhouse down. And we need wood for the cookhouse, don't we? Sylvie, you are so useful. Okay. So we're going to put down the mobile cookhouse right next to where the Hunter's Lodge is. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to have Sylvie just carry on. I really hope that didn't use up my resources. Oh, phew, it didn't. I'm going to have Sylvie actually carry on gathering the wood now that I remembered we need wood to cook. And I'm going to have T, now that T has gathered up some of the, the bird eggs, build the mobile cookhouse. There we go. Good to know you can change your mind on what you build at the last minute. All right, and there we go. So now we have got that built. And let's let T work on making some roasted meat for a little bit. And we finally have some meals. Yes! Oh, excellent. And we've got quite a bit of pumpkin. I think I can actually shift gears on gathering up all of that pumpkin, but we'll wait until Polly needs even less food to be able to take care of themselves. Oh, you guys, this is so exciting. I'm really proud. I'm really proud about what we've managed to do so far. I'm very excited and hopeful for this little tribe to really be able to survive. Whispers the second. I mean, I really hope I didn't just doom them by saying that too. But alright, if you guys could, do please leave a like for their wonderful advancement, and for Sylvie, the woodcutting bear expert, having come to join us. And if you would like to follow along on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!